Good evening, everybody. This is Elizabeth Diamond and the Diamond Council, the Rainbow Diamond Council. We're here tonight because we received an email on the Public Diamonds line, and this is May 14th, 2015. And so we're basically here to help our brothers and sisters, and we've got a prayer request, so we're going to do that. Let me just read the email. Hello, Cynthia and Diamond. My name is Bob Fergus. I am writing to you because I think you can help with a dire crisis taking place on an Indian reservation in South Dakota. I recently discovered you from Elizabeth Diamond's YouTube channel and then did more research and think you are the person who can, talking to Cynthia, who can help with the crisis of suicide taking place in South Dakota on the Pine Ridge Reservation with young people. I understand that you specialize in preventing suicides with military people and that you also have mentioned Native people and you have helped to prevent negative paranormal activity in your past. So this situation seems perfectly aligned to your special gifts. In 2014, sadly, 5 people committed suicide on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation. From December to March 9th, young people aged 12 to 24 have already committed suicide, but 103 have attempted suicide. The Native people say a tall, slender spirit man was telling them to commit suicide, and this same tall, slender spirit man told 2 Native girls in Wisconsin to murder a classmate. Pine Ridge government officials cannot find a cause and do not seem to believe the story of the tall, slender spirit man. I will link 2 articles, the first dealing with the suicide epidemic at Pine Ridge and the second article referenced in this article dealing with the murder by 2 young Native girls in Wisconsin that they said was also prompted by the tall, slender spirit man. As I read the story, I felt the Native explanation is true and that you have stated not to try and take on something beyond your capabilities, so I am soliciting your help with the paranormal aspect of the suicides and murder. Hopefully you can solicit help to remove and or protect the young people from the tall, slender spirit man who seems to be causing this problem. Here are the links to the articles. And I'm also forwarding this to Diamond because she may also be able to help, but I only recently heard of the crisis and had forwarded the story to other spiritual gifted people and have only heard back from one person. The crew that assists Andrew Bartzitz got back to me, but no one else. So I hope you can please help. Also, I think any help that can be directed to Pine Ridge would be beneficial since it is so impoverished. Thank you for your time, Bob. And so, Cynthia, my sweet sister.
Thank you. I'm just profoundly grateful that you, Elizabeth, have made it possible for this man to find us by having this show. And it's just amazing to me. And I definitely can relate to what he's saying, and I definitely am grateful that he contacted us. And so I would like for us all to join in prayer. Let's do 3 special breaths where we breathe in to the count of 10, we hold to the count of 10, we breathe out to the count of 10, and hold to the count of 10 3 times. And those of you listening to this recording Monday or at any time, this is a very good thing to do. It changes the chemicals in your body to do this. It's a very ancient thing to do, where you breathe in to the count of 10, you hold to the count of 10, you breathe out to the count of 10, and hold to the count of 10 3 times, or as much as you can. So let's all do this now, starting now. we invoke the living flame of divine love to be with us now. We invoke universal consciousness to be here with us now. And we invoke everyone connected to the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation to be with us now. All the living human beings that are alive now that are connected to the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in any way, shape, or form, either by actually living there or being related to anyone living there or knowing someone who's living there who's connected in any way. And we invoke all those who have ever lived there. All the beings, human, animal, spirit, who have ever lived there, to come and be here with us now. And we invoke all the spirits who will ever live there in the future to come and be with us now. And we invoke all the beings that are physical and non-physical, human and non-human, of whatever kind, be they negative or positive, to come and be here with us now that are connected with the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation and with whatever is going on there now with these suicides. We specifically request the divine, immortal, perfect selves of everyone who has just come to come and be with us now and to unite with their incarnations. And we invoke the faceless, tall, slender spirit man to come and be with us now. And we also ask that everything and everyone connected to him come and be with us now through all time and space, through all dimensions, through all possibilities, known or unknown, seen or unseen, understood or not understood, believed or not believed. We're asking for every single thing connected to this to come and be with us now. We're asking for the Earth Mother herself to come and be here with us now. We're asking for the spirit of the waters to come and be here with us now. We're asking for the spirits of the air to come and be here with us now. We're asking for the spirits of fire to come and be with us now. And we're inviting any great beings, angels, saints, great medicine men, great guides, teachers, known and unknown to us from this or any planet, who would like to come and help, to come and be with us now. And we thank you all for coming. We thank you all for who you are. We thank you all for being, and we thank you all for everything you're doing, because it has enabled us all to learn and to grow and experience so much. And we ask for your highest good, every one of you, because we really are all one being. And when one of us is harmed or compromised in any way, all of us are affected by it. Like the ripples in the pond, we are all harmed and compromised. And when one of us is healed, is blessed, is perfected, all of us are affected by that. It ripples out, and we're all healed and blessed and perfected. Therefore, in the name of who we all are, and we are all of us one with all there is, we ask that only the highest good of all concerned happen through all dimensions, through all time, through all space, through all levels, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. We are asking for divine grace and mercy. We are asking for divine initiation, purification, healing, transmutation, and transformation into the original divine perfect blueprints of creation, into the highest good of all concerned. And we ask that this prayer be expanded and continued into infinity, so that what is done here to bring about healing, miraculous love, miracles, and spiritual rescue here be taken as a prototype that can be customized and applied to any other situation anywhere, at any time, that need similar help. We ask that this be retroactive into the past, that it be happening now, and that it be proactive into the future, so that the law of laws, which is the law of our oneness, the law that says we are all one. When one is harmed, even a little bit, all of us are harmed. And when one of us is helped, even a little bit, all of us are helped. So therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask that only the highest good of all concerned happen. And I give thanks that this is done. I ask that this be spoken in spirit, in mind, in emotion, and even on the physical to all beings at all times, so that we all know what we are about, so that we all know who we are and we all know what to do, and that we all receive all the help that we need, and we all give forth all the help that we can give. And I give thanks that this is done. So be it. If anyone else would like to add to the prayer, please feel free to do so now.
So be it. Cynthia, can we just call in, since it was referenced in the article, and for the record, the tall, thin spirit man?
We did call in the tall, thin spirit man, and we thanked him as well for coming and for being, for all that he is and all that he is doing, because it has allowed us experience to grow and become wiser and stronger. And we have asked for his highest good, because we are all one. And when he causes harm, it comes back to him, because everything is circular in motion. And it will come and harm him, and we don't want him harmed. We don't want anyone harmed. We have asked that only his highest good happen, and that only the highest good of all concern happen, because we really are all one being. So thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you for explaining that for the record. Thank you. I hear somebody else. Go ahead. Mira, go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to thank the tall, slim spirit man and all associated with him, because we have learned so much, and we are so happy that we ask that you have all the help you need to be who you are and do what you do in a way that is for the highest good of all concerned. And we're asking for blessings upon all the ancestors and all the beings on all levels, all the spirit animals and spirit creatures there on the land, and asking for blessings and healing for everyone and everything. And we give thanks that this is done.
And I would like to add that all ancestors be included in the prayer, all progeny be included in the prayer, all past lives be included in the prayer, and all future lives be included in the prayer for all concerned, because we are one through all time and through all space. And what happens in any time affects the time zones past and future. It ripples out not only through space but through time. So we're asking for the record that all of this be here with us now, and that all of it have the highest good of all concerned. And we're asking that this be done in the name of who we all are, and we are all one with all there is. And we give thanks that this is done.
Yes, and I want to add for this particular tribe that we read in the email, for in North Dakota, this reservation, I want to add all Native American reservations around the world for the same prayer, specifically for the highest good for the suicides and the young people and all suicides. And all the
and I would like to add to that, too. I've been hearing that autistic kids are getting very violent and very angry. Normally, peaceful autistic kids that are controllable and are happy and taken care of, they're going ballistic. And so there is something stirring right now that is affecting those who are the most vulnerable, who have the least ability to protect themselves. And so I want to expand this prayer to include all technology, known and unknown to us, and all beings from other dimensions and other planets, known and unknown to us, and all magical rituals, known and unknown to us, that all of these things come and be with us now, that we attune to them in our oneness, and that we ask for the highest good of all concerned, that we are one with all these things, and we are all one with all there is. And when one of us is compromised, all of us are affected. When one of us is blessed, all of us are helped. Therefore, in the name of who we are, and we are one with all there is, we ask that only the highest good of all concerned happen, and we give thanks that this is done. This applies to all magical beings, all spirits, all souls, all entities, all rituals, all gods, all goddesses, all elementals, everything that is in the oneness. This law of one applies to, that only the highest good of all concern happen. And we give thanks that this is done. So be it.
And let's expand it for the alcohol addiction, drug addiction, any kind of detrimental addictions in the Native American reservations or the tribes and all people. Can you expand that, Cynthia and Mary?
Yeah, we include this with all chemicals, that the chemicals themselves are transformed and transmuted so that only the highest good of all concern happen. We are asking this for all belief systems, conscious and unconscious. We're asking this for all emotions, positive and negative. We're asking this for all desires, conscious and unconscious, that all desires which are fire, all belief systems which are air, all emotions which are water, and all physical situations, all matter and form which is earth, come under the law of one, which is the law of laws. It is the original law of creation. It overrides all lesser laws, whether they're civil laws, social laws, scientific laws, whatever, magical laws, spiritual laws. It overrides all other laws. And I repeat it again, and this we're asking all the masters, saints, and prophets, and the great beings to participate with us, that on this earth we are all one, and on all planets we are all one. And when one of us is harmed, all of us are harmed. When one of us is helped, all of us are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am and who we are, and I am and we are one with all there is, I and we ask that only the highest good, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, of all concern, down to the least grain of sand, down to the tiniest little creature, and the most minute molecule or blood cell in our bodies, or quantum, and into the vast reaches of space, into the great infinities, that only the highest good of all happen. And I give thanks that this is done. So be it. And my request is that everybody learn the law of one. And when anything comes up, physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual, inside or outside, that you thank it for being, you ask for its highest good, and you speak to it the law of one. Back to you, Elizabeth.
Is there anybody else at this time wants to come in that's seeing anything, feeling anything, having
I'd like to come in, Elizabeth.
Come on in.
For the tall, slender spirit guide, I know how suicide sometimes for these people on the Indian reservation, they sometimes can be addictive or kind of infectious, where out of despair, sometimes we lose hope. It is irrelevant if these children have autism or not. They're still beautiful spirits and people. And not only on the Indian reservation, in these tumultuous times, a lot of people are losing hope, and suicide is their only option. And it's so much because you're not just doing it. This person who commits suicide doesn't just do it to themselves. They're doing it to the whole. Like Elizabeth said, when one is harmed, all are harmed. We have to come together, the spirits in oneness. We're going to get through this together, people. Suicide's not the answer. Love is the answer. Opening our minds, opening our hearts, coming together when times seem more desperate than ever. For some, they're at the end of their rope. Their string is about to break, and they're losing all hope. Don't lose hope, because right around the corner, the sunshine is coming in. The sunshine is always coming in. We're always turning. So have faith. Have faith, spirit guides. Never give up. We are all one, and we're all love, and we're all beautiful. Just speak out when you need a little help, and God will send you an angel or an assistant to help you and help you get through this moment where suicide is not an option. Clear your minds, clear your thoughts. Be at love, be in the moment. And you're going to get through this just fine. And so will your friends. And we move forward. Bless you. That came from Daniel. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you. Anybody else? And after we're done, I want to do one more thing before we stop the recording. But I want to give everybody else a chance.
I would just want to thank everybody on the line, whether you're here on this line now as we're recording or if you listen later. Thank you for being here on the planet right now. Thank you. I love you.
I love you too, everybody. Okay, I want to do Cynthia's thing. So since everybody's here, Cynthia called everybody here from that particular reservation and basically everybody in the world and beyond this world as the Rainbow Diamond Council. Hey, Rainbow Diamond Council, let's get all in this circle around all the beings that have come in, our brothers and sisters, and let's give everybody a group hug. You ready?
Oh, yes.
Cynthia, you do the countdown. You do that great.
Okay, at the count of 3, we're going to do in our imaginations and in our hearts and in our minds and in our feelings a group hug on the inner planes. Just imagine it. 1, 2, 3. Group hug. Woo, that feels good. Thank you.
Oh, that's great. I always get happy when we do that.
Me too. I smile so wide it feels like it's going from ear to ear.
I know. But go ahead and giggle.
Great.
Let it out.
Yeah.
Oh,
by the way, at the very end of the prayer, I saw the tall, slender, faceless spirit man crying. He was bent over crying with relief that he could be free, that he could be forgiven, that he could be healed.
And so you are free, indeed. So you can go live life and life abundantly, my dear brother, tall, slender spirit man. I love you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I just